compromise. And here to talk about that, Haisam Hassanein is an adjunct fellow at the Foundation for the Defence of the Democracies, the FDD. Great to have you with us, Haisam. So what kind of assurances is Egypt hoping to get from Ethiopia in these meetings?
Thanks for inviting me, Laura. Well, Egypt wants a legal agreement with Ethiopia to preserve its water rights to avoid any domestic repercussions. The Nile water is used mainly in Egypt for agriculture, irrigation, and domestic consumption. And with the current economic crisis the government is facing, it wants to ensure domestic stability to attract foreign investors. And with high food inflation costs and food uncertainty because of the Russia-Ukraine war, things could get out of control. And that's why the water file is a lifeline for the Sisi regime. Just last April, 90% of the Ethiopian dam has been completed. And since then, Cairo has been concerned over how much water will be released by the Ethiopians. And what even complicates Egyptian fears, the country is one of the world's most drought-prone states, which means if any extreme climate change-related drought situations happen soon, Cairo would want strong assurances from Addis Ababa to continue releasing the same set amount of water.
Well, I mean, they've agreed to resume talks, so they're willing to sit down and discuss it. But there is always the possibility, isn't there, Haisam, that the talks will break down. What leverage does Egypt have if that happens?
Well, two things the Egyptians will continue resorting to. One, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will issue statements underscoring the dangerous implications of the situation. It will say it cannot tolerate such a fundamental challenge to its national security interest that could disturb international peace, which, of course, the underlying here is obvious. And two, it will continue raising attention over the issue in international forums, such as in the UN Security Council and African Union summit meetings about the seriousness of the situation. And what's going to be more interesting is the two countries recently welcomed an invitation to join the BRICS, and it would be interesting to observe how the relationship could be evolving because of that, or the strong players who invited them in the BRICS, are they going to try to mediate or offer something new in the equation or not?
Well, Ethiopia does seem pretty determined to continue with this vast project, doesn't it? Is this something that Egypt is just going to have to live with?
For the time being, yes. But as I said, the question is, or as you asked in the previous question, what Egypt is going to be doing. For the time being, just statements, and it will try to resort to diplomacy, and we will see how things will go from there.
Haisam Hassanein, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks.
Well, with climate change behind heat